Hi there, this is just part of my mini series on Unit 2, developing a marketing campaign. So I'm just going to take you through all the different stages of writing the marketing campaign to be able to help you when it comes to the controlled assessment. So the first part of the marketing campaign, of course, is to write a very brief introduction. So let's just take a look at that first. So let's have a look at the things you should consider when writing an introduction to your marketing campaign. I've done a little guidance sheet here with some guidance, advice and a task to do. It just sets out the kind of what's the purpose of an introduction. Well, an introduction will help to set the scene of the marketing campaign. It'll get you, in the zone, if you like, to get writing, and so you fully understand it. Demonstrates to the examiner that you understand what is required from the report itself. Also allows you to tell the examiner which option you're going for and why. Also allows you to tell the examiner your thoughts on the budget and how much you have been allocated. Is it too much, too little for the time frame given? It also allows you to briefly mention to the examiner if you think the campaign is going to be successful or not. So it's a short introduction, around about one paragraph, doesn't really need to be much more than that. Um, you should really try and just get that done quite quickly and focus more on the actual rest of the marketing campaign, because there's a lot to do in the time frame that you have. And you don't get any marks for doing this introduction, but it will add to your presentation and structure marks, so it is worth doing. So make sure that you actually do one. What I mean by that is that you get 4 marks for presentation and 4 marks for your structure of your marketing campaign. So it would be my recommendation that you do actually do an introduction covering some of the advice above there in the guidance section, just to sort of, like I say, set the scene, and it just shows professionalism towards a marketing campaign, and shows the examiner that you kind of know what you're doing and what you're going to be talking about. So as a task going forward, you should practice writing introductions for marketing campaigns so you get more confident, and you can do this by making up your own scenarios, budgets and timeframes, or look at past papers and try and write an introduction. Should be a 2-minute job on the day, so don't spend too long on it when you're in the controlled assessment, but like I say, my recommendation that you do one. So let's have a look at a sort of worked example. So let's have a look at an example introduction and how you could go about writing that for your marketing campaign. Here's a little scenario for you. Have a look at this, and then we'll have a look at an example introduction. So the scenario is the owners of Fizz Pops, a new sweet company that specialises in sour sweets, are wanting to launch 2 new ranges, lemon and lime. It is already an established product. The owners want to increase brand awareness, sales of the new range, and want to increase their social media presence. They want a marketing campaign that's going to last 4 weeks and have given you a £25,000 budget. You have been given 2 possible approaches for the marketing campaign. Number 1, increase social media presence with a focus on the new range of sweets. Number 2, increase sales of the sour sweets to increase company revenue. So that's the scenario. There's your 2 options and your budget and your length of the campaign that you would get with every marketing campaign. But let's have a look at how you could just quickly do an introduction. So example here. I am writing a marketing campaign on behalf of Fizz Pops. They are about to launch 2 new sweets to the market, lemon and lime. I've decided to base the marketing campaign on option 1 to increase the business's social media presence. I feel this option fits in with the marketing budget of £25,000 over a 4-week period, and I can make it successful and achieve the business's overall aims. Now, I don't think you need to write much more than that. I think that sets and gets your report started off really nicely and professionally, and of course from there you can then move on to my next video, which of course is about writing the aims and objectives.